Hello again everyone, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Spyro 3 in Reignited Trilogy, where in this part we're going to be moving on to Molten Crater. So, we've got to unlock this level. Now that we have got our 10 eggs, well we've got 20 eggs, so we've got twice as much, so we're now going to unlock this level by speaking to this dude right here.
At last, my portal is working again. Come visit me at the Tiki Lodge.
Sure. So here we go, doing Molten Crater, and I've actually changed Spyro's colour to red because I thought it actually suits the level quite well. So anyway, here we go. I don't understand why, but I could not get into the level there. That was really strange. I don't understand why that was, but I just kept trying to get into the level, but I just kept bouncing back off the portal. I know it's happened 1 or 2 times. Now, I'm totally not used to these loading times whatsoever, because as you probably know, the loading times are much quicker on the PC version. You're talking like a matter of seconds. It's like ridiculously fast. And I'm going to get a second SSD for my computer anyway, so it's going to go even faster. So anyway, speak to him first off.
Rhinox are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out of the Tiki Lodge long enough to do anything about it.
Okay, so here we are in Molten Crater. And there's already a chest at the start, but we can't do anything with that yet because obviously what we've got to do is we've got to, and whoa, I was not paying attention. My headphones were falling off my head, hence why I got hurt. I know that's a pretty terrible excuse for a gamer, but you know, I got a bit distracted. I don't think he speaks again.
Well, it looks like it's just you and me. I'll keep a lookout while you sort out the Rhinox. Well, it looks like it's just you and me. I'll keep a lookout while you sort out the Rhinox.
Yep, so pretty much just like 2 different scripts. Obviously the second one plays more than once though. Yeah. Now I find this stage quite fun. I mean, I just find the lava aesthetic pretty good. And I mean, just look at the views over there. Pretty beautiful. And the fodder in this level is so strange as well, like the fire slugs. Look at that, that's so like... that's crazy. I mean, some funky fodder. Now this view over here just does look beautiful. I tell you what it reminds me of. There's that episode or that level in Crash of the Titans, in one of the desert levels where it's all lava. It kind of reminds me of that. It's the one where you face is it Tiny as a boss? Oh, I rescued an egg. I did not expect that whatsoever. So here's Ricky. Now the music for this stage I really rate, and this music as well, in case you didn't know, which I just recently discovered, because I've only just played the original PS1 version just recently, is that this music is actually plays in Dino Mines as well in the PS1 version. That's if you don't have the greatest hits version, or platinum hits, as we call it over here, but yeah, basically. It looks like Spyro's grown a pair of eyes on the back of him. You know, when we're changing Spyro's colour. That's pretty good. Now, what do you guys think of the Spyro model in Reignited? I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, he looks pretty cute. But there's one thing that really bothers me, and that is that his wings could do with being a bit larger. I mean, they just look too small for him. That's why I like the Spyro model in Crash Team Racing, because his wing size has been increased. Now, I know there's a tiny wings cheat, but why isn't there a large wings cheat? Because that would make more sense, because I really do... there might be, I don't know, but... I mean, if there's a large wings cheat, that would be great, because it would really improve the looks of Spyro. You'll have to let me know what you think to that, but... to me, I think Spyro's wings... oh, and that's a key to that chest that we had earlier on. And it's quite a tricky glide, that one. I'm actually very surprised I got that first time. And hey, I didn't actually get hurt by the lava. That is really surprising. But yeah, if Spyro's wings were a bit larger, I think it'd make a little bit more sense. It just would. I mean, he's a dragon, and I know there's a tiny wings cheat. No idea why you want to use that. unless you was to use it in conjunction with the tiny head cheat to make him look fat, which I've always found pretty fun. yeah, so anyway, we'll speak to him real quick.
Here, take this egg. They were giving them away at the tiki lodge last night.
And speaking of, who is it? Well, that's the main objective of the level's completed. I can't remember what I was going to say. Trust me to like forget what I was going to say. I do that all the time. Anyway, here we go. I was going to say, speaking of Tiki Lodge, this is basically the Tiki Lodge in there. So basically, Sergeant Byrd is currently on important mission to the inside of a cage. Tough luck, the sorceress. Well, yeah, so yeah, basically Tiki Lodge is through there, which we'll be doing later on. So there is going to be some backtracking in this part, I'm afraid. Oh, and before we go in here and pay money bags, we're going to go back and we're going to get that chest. Because I might as well complete as much as the level as I can. And if you come to think of it, this level's pretty short. I mean, especially if you're like, I don't know, you're like, if you think of it as maybe, you know, if you're doing, you can only do half of it. Now, in the original game, what you could do is, you could jump on these posts here, and you used to be able to glide and jump and hover onto here. I'll try it again. And it won't let you do it. I don't know why, but the hover's not working. Unless they've done that on purpose. But yeah, you used to be able to go on top of here, and there used to be a glitch where you used to walk on there, and you could enter into Sergeant Byrd's area, even though we haven't unlocked him yet, so that was a pretty cool glitch, and it saved some time. Unfortunately though, we cannot do that in Reignited.
Spyro, you're just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually they paid me to guard their hideout, but that's irrelevant. I'll happily let you through the gate to chase them down for a small finder's fee.
Sure. Yeah, okay, I will pay the 300 gems money bag. You are officially a thief.
Thank you, Spyro, and best of luck catching those dastardly egg thieves.
Oh, screw you, money bags. I don't want to hear it. Now I've got some important missions to do because I haven't not got time to be dealing with you. And if you notice in here, this is another thing about the PC version as well. There's like a little bit of a tint, like a hazy tint. Now in the PC version, there's actually a way to remove that. So basically the levels look a lot clearer, which it does actually improve the look of the levels. I mean, the tint's obviously there for effect, but I mean, if we had an option to turn that off in the PS4 version, that would be pretty cool as well.
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because I saw a shifty looking character with one over there.
Yep, so... But that's the thing, I mean, there could be more options on the PS4 version. Like, what happens if you want to play... Let's say on the normal PS4, you could play in 720p, 60 FPS, or on the Pro, you could play in 1080p, 60 FPS, instead of 4K 30, you know, so you've got like extra options. Obviously this wall you can charge here for the skill points, so that's a skill point now unlocked for Molten Crater. Well, there's another one, assemble Tiki Heads, but I mean, if they had more options in the options menu, I know they have the option to turn off motion blur, which is much better left on the PS4 version. But on the PC version, if you've got 60 FPS, you're better off keeping it turned off. So, obviously, you set things up to how you like them, you know, to preference, but personally, I've found the settings that I'm happy with, and, you know, obviously it's going to work different for different people. Your mileage will vary, so, or your mileage may vary. So I believe that's all of the gems in this area, apart from on the track, so... Yeah, the track, so that's all I've got to do now. So now all I've got to do is chase down the egg thieves. Of which I am going to get all of the chests to begin with. And I've actually gone back to using the D-pad, which is pretty interesting. I mean, I seem to alternate now between the D-pad and the analog stick. Now, the egg thieves are an absolute nightmare to catch in Reignited. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I got him in the end. Nice. So where is he? Moira? I don't know how you pronounce that, but That sucks pretty bad.
There goes another one. He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the supercharge, you'll be able to catch him.
Oh, of course. So, yeah, thank you very much, there. So, for activating the supercharge for me. Oh, what the hell was that? I am not paying attention today. Maybe it's because I've had a bad start, where I originally crashed into the... Whoops. I don't understand what I did there. I've overtaken him. I assume he's waiting around the other side of the track. Now, in Spyro Jonathan's Let's Play of this live, the egg thief actually got stuck, so it made it easy to catch. And wow, I'm not doing very good at all today. To be fair, I'm doing pretty shocking, but, I mean, compared to what I normally play, but I suppose nothing is ever perfect. Yes! I just seem to get it. So here's Kermit. You know, Kermit the Frog. You know, Sesame Street. I always say Sesame, but it's actually Sesame. Just how I pronounce certain words. Oh, and of course we've got the chest. Don't forget that. So yeah, here we go. Now, in the original version, you could basically charge straight off that way. In fact, you can in this version as well, but it's just icy peaks, which it doesn't work like that, which is really strange how it'll work in here. It won't work in here. You know, how it works like that, it doesn't work like that in here, but it works like that in Icy Peak. Now, that just does not, that totally does not make any sense to me at all. So here we go, we've got 1,091 gems, so that indicates, because I'm so familiar to playing this game so many times, that is Molten Crater completed as much as we can for now. Of course, we'll be going back later on and doing more once I have the Sergeant Byrd unlocked, which will be a few parts in the future. So, of course, everybody, that will be this part for now. Of course, it's been fun playing, but, you know, there's not a lot you can do in this level as of yet. So now we have enough eggs to enter Seashell Shore. I always struggle to say that word. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Seashell Shore. That's pretty. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing next. So, everybody, thank you so much for watching this part. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will indeed see you all in the next part where we do Seashell Shore.